If you've been in the scene as long as I have, you would know that Big Bird's name had more notoriety than Angry Bird's until like the last year of Street Fighter V, where I feel like Angry Bird's name rose above his in terms of notoriety, and it was followed by Angry Bird winning Evo for Street Fighter VI, which is obviously monumental. Amjad, I mention this because you're a spiritual man, and I know in my journey I've dealt with jealousy and spiritual warfare. Comments like the better bird can easily spawn thoughts of envy and jealousy in both of you, in Adil and of yourself, but in different time periods. It's a story as old as Cain and Abel. We've all seen movies where brothers turn against each other. One becomes more jealous than the other. We've seen it in history with princes fighting to be king. This is a tactic of the devil for thousands of years. You and Adil are brothers. Have you experienced thoughts like this in the past? And if you've had thoughts like this, what have you done to combat those thoughts and walk a path that strays away from the devil's lies and temptations of ego, and the path that is forged in genuine love and support for Adil's success?
So first of all, Habibi, our like me and Adel are very close with each other. So before, so many issues used to happen because both of us were keeping things in our heart without telling each other. So the more we knew each other, we realized, oh, this is big issue. We are keeping things in our hearts, and then at the day of the issue, we bring everything
Yeah.
at the table. So we decided at every moment, if he does something that I don't like, I tell him. And if I do something that he don't like, he tells me at the moment, immediately. So when that started to happen, things became very, very, very good. Like everything. For example, the topic of jealousy. First of all, Chris, you have to be truthful to yourself to be able to get away jealousness from your way.
Ooh.
You have to be truthful. For example, Mena won committee. Mena, for example, like did all the success, won Street Fighter League, everything, everything, everything. So my ego is telling me, you won Evo by beating Mena. You should be the one in this position being better than him. This is the ego inside of you telling you that.
Yes. Yes.
But the other side of you is telling you, this man is insanely good. I need to learn from him. I
Yeah.
need to learn from what he's doing. This is the other good side in you. How to make the good side beat the ego inside you is by being a humble man.
Yes.
You have to be truthful to yourself. Man, you have to say it. I mean, it doesn't take any way out of, doesn't make you less of a man to say another guy is better than you. Mena is better than me, and I'm happy because of it, and I'm gonna learn from him all day. I'm happy to learn from Mena all day to become stronger. This is how I remove ego from my life. Okay, be truthful. Mena is better, 100%. Mena is better. I learn from him. I'll become stronger. So with Adil too, when Adil was better, and I still think he's better than me. Everyone ask me who's better. I tell them Adil. Everyone, even if somebody might think I am better than Adil, my response immediately is Adil better than me, because I don't want to create such thing between me and my friend, which we both don't care about who is better than the other. But to show that I don't care about it, I will always say he's better than me, even if I win Evo, Capcom Cup, everything. I will still think he's better than me. I will still think that because he's the one who introduced me to Street Fighter. He's the one who always teaches me the mechanics, telling me this and that. People don't know that, and always when I do a mistake, he's the first one to come and try to help me fix it. So I'll always think he's better than me, not because I got success in a certain tournament, I suddenly become better than him. Maybe I'm better than him at a certain point, which, okay, controlling my emotions at a certain tournament or whatever, but he's going to be better at controlling his emotions at another tournament. So this is
Yeah.
something that varies from a tournament to a tournament.
Yeah.
But as a player as a whole, I will always think he's better than me. And if someone is doing success, winning tournaments over and over again, I'll always think that person is better than me, and I learn from that person and see what he's doing to get to his level. But if you stay there and be like, why is it this guy and not me?
Mm.
It's You're gonna fuck up big time.
Yeah.
If you say, why is it him and not me? it's over. I think it's over for you because you put your ego in the way, and you'll be like, okay, no way he should be better than me. So by thinking that, I think it's not. You might get some successes, but it's gonna ruin your heart.
Yeah.
Anything that ruins your heart in the long run, it's not gonna be good for you. So this is how I approach this personally. That
You
was
know,
a long
Habibi,
answer.
no, it was a beautiful answer, Habibi, because I've also talked about my journey with ego and jealousy, and I'd be lying if I said that I didn't feel that towards you when you started having success in Street Fighter Five. Just to give a little bit of the context to the audience, for the longest time, I felt like I was the best Ken player in the world because I was the only one playing the character. I was performing the best out of all the Ken players for a long time. And then there was the era where I kind of stopped playing. And then you started playing Ken. And in the beginning, I was like, man, Angry Bird's just kind of going crazy with Ken. Oh, Angry Bird's just doing this and that. And it it was the ego side of me talking rather than witnessing what you were doing and how optimal you were being in every situation. It was like my ego was trying to put like a blindness over my eyes just to feed me more lies and to create a sickness in my heart. and
That's true.
it's not a good feeling, man, especially
It's not.
as
It's
a
not.
man of God, and I want to get closer to God, and I want to become a holier person overall, and not have those types of sickening thoughts because they do make you sick.
They in the
Ego,
long run they will make your heart bad.
ego
100%.
is so attached with Street Fighter, especially because the fame that we have and the popularity. It's so easy for us to fall under ego, and it wasn't until uh you know I'm not sure what tournament it was that I played you, but there was a point where I tried to fix this ego in me, and rather than seeing you as a competitor, I started seeing you as somebody that I could learn from. And Habibi, if it wasn't for the conversations that you had with me at Street Fighter League, I would have been so mentally fucked. A lot of people don't know, but in the first few days, I was struggling heavy with my mind, and you pulled me aside and you just
I remember,
calmed
Habibi.
me down. You told me about it. Hey, you had an important conversation with me that changed the way I was thinking about not only the way that I was playing, just the performance overall. So I'm really happy that you were honest and admitting to the audience that you felt those thoughts towards Adil in the beginning, but you have made the necessary adjustments in your journey with life in order to to not deal with that. But
It's just
I wanted to
a
share that
simple
with you
answer.
too. You know,
Yeah.
I wanted to share that with you too, bro, because that hit my ego, and it was so much better when I dropped the ego and I treated you like a brother and treated you like somebody I could learn from. And you've been one of the biggest helps for me. And
Thank you,
not,
Habibi. Thank you so much.
it's very important for me to share that with you, bro, because you're an integral part into my understanding of my own character. That I felt like, oh, I've been playing the character for many years. I know more than anybody. You know, it's very easy to fall under that, and I hope the audience learns from the honesty and the vulnerability
Of course,
that we're
Habibi.
both sharing
When you
here.
get
Because
when you let ego come in, it's gonna be it's gonna be a hard process to improve because you're not improving for yourself anymore. You're improving to show.
yes,
So, for example, about like it's a good thing that I said show because the moment I bowed down on my knees after winning Evo, as I want to show, don't praise me, don't praise me,
yeah,
praise the one who brought this to me.
yeah,
It's better.
yes,
This is what I did. Even Mena, he does the same.
yes,
Like, and another thing, he says, don't praise me, praise the one who got this to me.
yeah,
By that, you are already removing ego out of your life by doing this because you're showing that it's not you who did this, it is God.
yeah,
So by showing this, you already released the ego out of you. So all you have to do next is just do your best because you don't have no. If you noticed, I don't talk much on Twitter. I don't get into
no, no,
conversations. I don't do that because I know some toxicity might happen. I know some of this might like all of the people who know me in the FGC know I don't like to trash talk even. It's because when I go to a tournament, it's not just I'm representing my gameplay, I'm representing my religion too.
Yes.
So if I start trash talking people and look at me and look at my religion and be like, okay, his religion is teaching him this, his dad is teaching him this,
Yeah.
his family is teaching him this. But when you show your morals, when you show how good you are as a person, when you lose, when you win, all of these stuff are important. Then you show what you're representing. You're representing this. So this is that. So you have to be careful because you're not only showing yourself, you're showing what you come from. You're showing everything. You're
Yeah.
representing everything.
Yes. Your
So you have to
family,
act upon that.
your
Yes,
upbringing, the people that you associate with, and most
of course.
importantly, the God that you serve.